So it is my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Efrat Selanikyo from Ono Academic College, speaking about the Roim-Rachok program. And you should remember what she says because we're going to hear more about that program in a couple of speakers.
Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. Very excited to be here. I'm Dr. Efrat Selanikyo, and will present today in a perfect Israeli accent, I must say, a part of Roim-Rachok program's decade research. During our first year, we had to decide how to translate the name of the program, and in light of the complexities, we simply decided not to translate it and brand ourselves with our Hebrew name, which you all, I hope, understand. And this is what I will use, Roim-Rachok. Roim-Rachok program was the pioneer in the inclusion of individuals on the autistic spectrum in hidden professions within the military. We envisioned fulfillment of self-potential. To date, few other programs have joined our vision, but still we are the only ones to recruit professional soldiers after a professional training course. They join military service in a prestigious role. As mentioned before, our focus was on military service. But soon enough, we understood that our vision combines meaningful and significant military service as a first step for successful employment over time. Unfortunately, findings in Israel and around the world indicate poor employment outcomes for individuals with autism, even for those diagnosed with severity level 1 by the DSM-5. This became our significant concern, as employment can be a crucial and critical factor in promoting independence, social inclusion, and overall quality of life for each and every one of us. We insist on maintaining mutual benefit, where the individual with autism receives meaningful military service or workplace, and the army or workplace receives quality and contributing personnel. This is a win-win situation where both the individual and the military or workplace benefit from, and one of our keys for success. Here is the entire program in brief and graphically. The graph presents our 5 stages and assembles 10 years of experience and optimization. Later in the day, another representative of Roim-Rachok will present a research and refer in depth to the various stages and to our 6 military professions. Please note our 5th stage, which is civilian employment via Roim-Rachok program. We will return to this stage towards the end of my presentation. Our program utilizes a transdisciplinary approach that involves a tight collaboration between occupational therapists, speech therapists, psychotherapists, and the military commanders, all working together. During a recent course, one of our commanders provided feedback indicating that the program's emphasis on developing life and work skills is more important than achieving specific military goals. The commander recognized that the skills learned by our participants would prepare them not only for military service, but also for life beyond their service. By prioritizing the development of skills, our program aims to provide individuals with the tools they need to succeed in their career as well as in their personal lives. Since its inception, Roim-Rachok program has also prioritized research to establish and optimize its program model. This data-driven approach is crucial for creating an effective program that meets the needs of the individuals we serve. Our research areas include work skills, quality of life, executive functions, self-identity, synchronic motion, and more. Today, we will focus on quality of life and work skills. Recent research by Mason et al. During 2018 highlighted that autistic adults experience a lower quality of life than the general population across physical, psychological, social, and environmental domains. However, the study identified several positive predictors of quality of life. The first predictor was being employed. The second one was receiving support. These findings link to our next area of research, which is work skills and employment. A study by Alverson and Yamamoto during 2018 in the USA used hierarchical linear modeling analysis to investigate the predictors of employment outcomes for vocational rehabilitation clients with high functioning autism over 10 years. Their findings revealed total employment rates of only 37.5% among these clients, despite receiving services from various vocational rehabilitation programs. Our soldiers are diagnosed with severity level 1 autism, are independent in ADLs, have fluent literacy abilities, have at least basic independence in social communication. They can handle classified materials, and they are all approved by the IDF's mental health authorities. These are the measurements we used: a quality of life questionnaire and the autism work skill questionnaire that was developed here in Israel. Our procedure is based on a 3-time data collection, pre-course, post-course, and 1 year after serving in the designated unit. Okay? T1, T2, and T3. And I'm very excited to share our results. The graph as for quality of life, the graph clearly demonstrates a significant increase in self-reported quality of life across all subdomains, including satisfaction, productivity, independence, and social belonging, as well as the total scores of quality of life. Quality of life improves from pre to post-course, and then again after a year of military service. Total quality of life scores increased from 81 pre-course to approximately 93 during military service. Still, we can see that social belonging, although significantly rising, got the lowest scores. And this is the work skills. Okay, we notice a significant improvement in self-reported working style, work routines, conduct, and total mean scores of work skills across the 3 time points. In terms of work habits, we only found a significant enhancement between T1 to T2, suggesting that the improvement occurred during the training course rather than during the military service. However, independence and interpersonal skills remained unchanged, and again, these results indicate improvements in work-related abilities. Our research revealed a significant moderate positive correlation between work skills and quality of life. This suggests that possessing better work skills is associated with a higher sense of quality of life. And this correlation should give us, the professionals, to enhance working skills. We should work on it. To summarize, the Roim-Rachok program has shown significant improvement in both quality of life and work skills for its participants. These findings are consistent with the program's overall data. But much more interesting is the story behind the numbers. To date, 325 soldiers have been recruited through the program, with 107 soldiers completing full service and an additional 70 completing partial service, totaling in 177. Currently, 7 program alumni are employed, demonstrating a high rate of employment for a young program. This is particularly noteworthy as the program's first employees were absorbed by the Israel Railways during 2016. Roim-Rachok employment figures higher than those presented in professional literature And I'm to clarify the figures displayed on the board. It's crucial to acknowledge that some of our graduates opt for further education, while others prefer time off after serving in the military. And still, the numbers on the board signifies the count of personnel who completed full military service and are employed via RRP. However, it's important for you to know that 10 individuals after that they were employed have discontinued their employment, and another 13 are awaiting for job offer through the program. Nevertheless, when compared to statistics from the USA and the world, we have achieved a significant triumph. Thank you.
We have time for a number of questions.
Yeah. Okay. נכון. Okay. So I will. Okay. So the population which are not. The question was about not severity level 1, but just severity level 2 and 3. What happens to them as for employment? Okay. Okay. So I will say that the highest raise in autism is in the severity level 1 population. Okay? This is important to note, not in the severity level 2 and 3. Okay? So we're talking about raising numbers, but we are mainly talking about the numbers in the severity level 1 population. This is for your question. And as for employment, severity level 2 and 3 have programs and like hostels and many frameworks that employs them, okay? But not, it's not employment. It's a workplace. Yeah, it's a workplace. It's not a win-win situation as we define it. Okay, so this is important to say. But still, among the population of severity level 1, still the employment rates are very poor. And there is no reason because they can really contribute to the workplace. So this is what we are trying to work with. Okay? Ken?
So if I understand correctly, what you're saying is that because those who served in the army, then that makes them higher working rates or working through your program.
I think that.
It's sort of the question.
Okay. Okay, the first one. Okay. I think they're gaining a lot of experience and skills because we focus, the occupational therapist, the speech pathologist. So we are focusing on these skills, okay?
So what you're saying is
it's a part of their working experience for the future.
okay. So what I'm suggesting, congratulations and good luck with the program and all. I'm sorry. Have you tried doing similar research on autistic that either volunteer or join the army by mandatory?
Yeah. So I'm very happy to say that as the years go by, much more people enter the military service through or other programs or volunteering individually. Yeah, just mandatory. Yeah, yeah. Nachon. Yes, yes, I agree. We haven't our next research a bit touches it, but we haven't We haven't researched other populations, okay, but our programs. Okay? Ken?
I have a question on the practical side. Do people have to reach out to you, or do you have representatives in high schools, social services?
Well, it works both ways. Israel is quite small, so people mostly already know about us since we are here for a decade. But also, sometimes when people approach the military and say we want to volunteer, they refer them to us. Schools and the educational system refers to us, and to all the other programs, not only to us. Okay, so it's there are few, and we also mostly like municipalities. They have these evenings that they suggest all the programs, and they invite us also to present. Okay? Ken, למעלה. So, the one that want to stay in touch with us, I can tell you we have the one that wants to work via Roim-Rachok program. We are in very close touch with them, and we know what happens because we keep on accompanying them and their managers in the workplace. We have a professional, an occupational therapist or a speech therapist coming over once in 2, 3, 4 weeks and have meetings. And so we are in contact, but some of the program some of our soldiers that are released from the military do not keep in touch. I can say that last June we had a big conference, like איך אומרים? מפגש מחזור? Reunion. We had a reunion, and more than 300 people were there. So we are very much.
No, I mean by earning money and all sorts of things like this.
The ones that are not in touch with us, I don't know. This is why I cannot show the figures. I can only show the figures of the ones that remained in contact with us, that wanted to work with Roim-Rachok program.
Thank you so much.